Good evening, everybody. How is everybody tonight? I want to know, so leave a comment. You're listening to the world's greatest DJ, anime superfan, non-functional alcoholic, and your best friend, Julian Orbit. Sit back, relax, have a drink, and hang out. We're here for you. Tonight's movie review segment is Ninja Scroll 1993. All right. Damn. Damn right. Directed by Yoshiaki Kawajiri, known for such classics as Wicked City, 1987, another one of my favorites. Neo Tokyo, 1987, another one of my favorites. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, what? Part 2, year 2000. And The Animatrix, 2003, and much, 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 much more. Excellent director, giant pedigree. Get in there, guys. Follow this guy's work. Awesome stuff. And joining us tonight in this order, this very special order, superstar streamer, intergalactic mad at hats, two-time master of the Strawberry Run Sunshine Ski Resort, Tronicization, Stairmaster, auteur of the piano, motorcycle hooligan, Mobobius. Let's bring my boys in. What is up, guys? Hello, everyone. Good evening. Bonjour. It's good to see you, man. How's everyone been? There he is.
Just great.
Hello?
He's upside down. Upside down. He's upside down. Upside down. He's upside
Ceiling
down.
gang.
So I have to say, I really, really enjoyed this film. I haven't seen it since I purchased it on VHS years and years ago. Got the Blu-ray off Amazon. Gotta tell you, that ain't Blu-ray quality, but what can you do? What can you do? It's an old film. Wow. So what are we eating there? What's our snack, Mobobius? Let me know. Pretty hungry. Hot dogs. What toppings do you have on there?
Cheese. Pretty standard.
Standard cheese.
Mustard, hot dog relish, and
Mmm.
ketchup.
Oh,
And I
wow.
toasted the bun. I went to
Nice.
barbecue it. That's why I'm still eating, and I wasn't eating like finished 5 minutes ago. Is because
Yeah, please tell us.
heated up the microwave. I heated up the barbecue and brought the plate of hot dogs up to the deck, and
Some grilling some
Barbecue's dead.
dogs. Grill some dogs. Nope, can't do it. Dead. Barbecue. Brutal. So that's the joy of roommates, right?
uh,
You never know what's gonna happen, or your own negligence. One or the other. Could be anything.
I'd say it was the prior, or the previous
Hmm.
thing, but whatever.
Hey man, you had your snack. Was it good?
Nah, I'm still hungry.
Good dogs or what? Yeah, we did stairs today, people. You know what stairs are? If you don't, go to my channel, click on playlists. You got Stair Masters on there. Check it out. It's good
Those
stuff.
things being replaced by elevators and escalators.
Yeah, those
You take
things.
that back.
How dare you? How dare you, sir? Nobody wants an escalator. You want
Hey,
stairs.
It's not
You want
my
stairs.
fault
Lots and
people
lots of
don't like to walk.
stairs. I love walking. I love stairs.
Oh, I just love this app.
Oh wow, it's starting to do that again. Is it plugged in through USB? Or are you doing wireless? I've never had this happen when I use USB.
USB. It's USB.
Is it? Oh my god.
Hold on.
What is going? It's probably that laptop, dude. It's like 12 years old.
It's
It's
this
like 20
fucking
years
app.
old. It's a fucking. Look at this. I'm glad you're all watching. We're going to talk about something amazing tonight. Amazing. Oh, he's back. We're looking at the USB ports on his Celeron laptop from 20 years
It's
ago.
not a Celeron. So I'll have you know, it's a. Oh my god.
Just use the built-in
Fuck
webcam.
this fucking app.
Screw it. fine, bro.
It's
It ain't technical difficulties. It's a feature. It's not a bug. It's a feature. Don't you know that? I believe it
it's
was
an
Bill Gates.
i5.
It was Bill Gates that had that quote. i5. Ooh, fancy. Windows XP.
This is actually the last laptop available at Memex with Windows 7 pre-installed.
Oh, it's 7. Seven's cool.
Yeah,
I have that on my MacBook.
I'll never use 10.
No?
Never.
Why?
Until 7's not supported anymore.
7 isn't
Mm,
supported
even then.
anymore.
Dun dun dun.
I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck.
it's already gone. They're not no longer. There's no more updates. It's like running Windows XP. You're not getting anything new. They're not
I'd
gonna
rather
help
run
you.
that when Windows 10. Whoops.
Just switch over to Linux, bro. Ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah.
There you are.
We'll see
Upside
how
down,
long this
upside
lasts.
down. Oh. So I think of that. All right. Shall we move on, gentlemen? Of course we
Please.
should. Please, please have some manners.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. So we open up with Jubei eating his what is that? A rice ball?
Yep.
Have I ever had one? I don't know. We see him fighting these lovely gentlemen on the bridge. Comments, questions. I thought this guy was hilarious looking. I completely forgot about this entire scene. Like, was he working with them or something? Can someone clarify this?
He shot his own buddy in the back.
Oh,
Who?
Why?
GB?
Oh, this dude.
Oh,
that guy.
why?
Because he's a crappy shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, accidentally.
Yeah, he's like
right.
he's like a little guy and like a robot, or I don't know what that was.
Doesn't look
Bamboo?
like a cloth thing is hiding much. Just saying.
Saying, yeah. Small feet, small man. Right on.
Big
We got our-
gun.
So I really like this style of animation. We can scroll through a lot of these quickly, but you know, where it's just I feel that this builds a story with the shadows. It has that like little bit of that Lord of the Rings feel to it. You know what I mean? They're riding through the rain on the horses, and then we come across this zombie basically, and she's like cursed with some sort of pestilence, some sort of disease. You know, there's a lot of
Herpes.
themes.
Some
She's
sort
got
of
herpes.
poison.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because they were talking about the plague in
Plague.
this,
Mm-hmm.
and then they mentioned the ninjas, and like it almost sounded like he said the COVID ninjas. I was like, whoa.
Whoa, that would have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's got COVID, or the Couve, as we call it. And we come across, what's his name again? His name? Anyone?
Donald
Nothing?
Trump.
Donald Trump here. Get out of here. No, what's his name? The Chancellor?
Yeah, I think he's just a chancellor because the other guy's on a trip, the actual head of the clan.
Right. Something, though. The Commissioner? Why can't I think of it? I just watched this like an hour ago. And this is where we're first introduced to one of our title characters. One of my favorite in the whole show. Anyone? Names?
Don't know her name.
Come on.
M. Bison.
M. Bison here. She's angry. She's always angry. Come on,
Like
guys. No, what's her name really? Like Kikiko or something? Kikiko. Yeah, we just lost a viewer, damn it.
How dare you?
I can't remember what this is. Oh, right. The problem with this is that it's so impossible to take screenshots for this movie. You want to know why? Because this is 90 minutes of excessive violence and nudity. So when there isn't nudity, there's violence. We can't show any of that here.
Yeah, and this
Because-
was my first exposure to anime.
Kagiro.
Oh, Kikiro. There you go, Kikiro. What did I call her?
Kikiro. Oh, you
Sure.
called her, I don't know, Kikiko?
Sure. My bad. But yeah, please tell us about your anime experience.
Yeah, I thought it was Vampire Hunter D, but it was actually this. I just didn't remember the title. I mixed
Right.
them up or something, but yeah, I just remember. Yeah, I just remember the violence and the nasty things that were done.
So, just out of curiosity, how long ago was it when you saw this?
Oh, I had to have been in my early teens,
Wow, yeah,
mid
because
early
it's
teens.
from '93, right?
So
So
yeah,
maybe on. I think it was on Super Channel. If you had that, if anyone else had Super Channel, leave a comment, hit subscribe, because that's why I watched
no,
Embrace of the Vampire. If you guys know that movie.
it was at my friend Charles' house. He actually introduced me to like um, pen and paper and all that. We played
What?
Star Wars pen and paper edition.
Okay, let's get derailed. I like it. What? Please explain pen and paper to us.
Pen and paper, it's like you get a character
Okay.
and you have a character sheet with stats, just like they have in video games. Video
Right.
games, like RPGs, video games, they're just simulations of pen and paper. It's just like your character sheet. It's
Right.
your
It's like character
C
stats.
key. Whenever, like any RPG, you press your C key, you get your character strength, dexterity, all that shit. That all came from
Language,
pretty
young
much
man.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Right. So D&D. Um,
Mm,
I've never played it. I played it online myself.
that's fun.
Um, yeah. I know I've mentioned on the show before. I had Hero Quest. Never played it. Never opened it. I mean, you got to
It's
have the
probably
kind of
worth a lot of
friends.
money.
Oh yeah. Well, I sold it for $1,100 unopened a couple years ago.
There you go.
Somebody really wanted it. I guess there's a community for that game, and there's different versions of it too. I watched some documentary on it the other day. I'm like, oh wow, I sold that. This looks fun. Oh well, I've got the NES game for it.
There's a NES game for it.
Apparently, but those type of games, you have to have, I guess you'd say like a community group that would want to play them with you. Like I grew up with like skateboarders, so they're like, what? Like I'm sure, nerd, and that'd be like the end of the story, right? Like we're not playing that.
I was one of those nerds. I
Wow.
was that maniac.
Excellent. Well, some people watching might not know what that is. That's fine. It's okay, guys. I didn't even know what it was, and I developed an RPG. What? But I've never played D&D. I still don't really get it. I understand Hero Quest a little bit more than D&D, but because there's an actual game board and pieces and stuff. I watched the kids on oh, what's that show with Linda? What's her name?
Hamilton?
No, that she plays Hawkeye's wife. Freaks and Geeks. I watched them play it on that show. Old show. Seth Rogen's in it, and that guy from How I Met Your Mother, and Jeff who lives at home. I never remember his name. He was a drummer in that show. Back to the movie.
Yes.
Off track, big time. So we first meet Rockface. I don't remember his name. Ugly looking dude. Let's go on. And
Yeah. Oh yeah, he destroys everyone.
oh yeah.
That's blood out of an arm. It's not
Well,
like a
no, that's
cherry
an ice.
pie.
That is an ice cream cone because
Right,
we
right,
can't
right, right.
depict violence.
Sorry, sorry.
it's
That's ice
it's a
cream.
it's a red
Yeah.
Slurpee. He's having a Slurpee, guys. It's fine.
So
But
I
here's
just stopped at 7-Eleven. You want some?
would you did I get sip? And then he catches what's her name?
Kagero.
Kagiro, right? Yeah, there's a
He's rolling her a giant joint. That's what he's doing in
yeah.
that
It's legal
picture.
where they are. He's
Yeah,
rolling her.
yeah, yeah. He's just getting it. He's just
Getting it
yeah,
right. Getting
yeah.
putting a lot of effort in. And we come across Jubei sitting in the corner. I always love this kind of thing in whether it be anime or a Japanese film. There's always that lone wolf hero. And I swear, the opening for like every one of these type of characters is the same thing. He's always just in the corner. Like,
Just
hey,
like every spaghetti western.
exactly. We'll be getting into some topics like that soon. And this guy's, what's he say to him? Get out of here, beat it.
Can't you see we're smoking weed together?
I can't see. I not sure if the dubbing on that is all that correct, but I love that line. Beat it. Uh, and then we come across this character. Totally forgot his name, but he becomes the queen of something later on, if I believe.
Queen of demons.
The queen of demons.
That's
right.
Jimmy Neutron.
Good. That's I don't know what that means. And here's our Yoda character, or as I like to think of him. And I'm going to draw some parallels between these two films, to tell you the truth. He reminds me of the Wizard, okay? Conan the Barbarian, quite a bit. And I would actually say there's some scenes in this that were lifted from that film. What do you think, Trolix?
Hmm.
Good parallel?
Could be.
Were you thinking
I
that at
haven't
all?
watched Conan forever, so.
I recommend checking it out. It's actually, the first one is a cinematic masterpiece, to tell you the truth. It really is. Like, you wouldn't think it, but oh my God, the way it's shot, it's the film, the lens, everything about it is absolutely amazing. It's not what I remember. Then I watched part two and I'm like, oh God. Just turns into one of those like really garbage 80s, fantasy films.
That's
No.
probably. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. No, it's up to you. Go ahead.
That's probably my favorite movie quote
Which?
of all time.
Oh,
You know
lament
what
the
I'm talking.
women.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So this is one of those scenes where we could only take so much of a screenshot before we had the chancellor, or whatever his name was,
The guy running the village while the leader of the
right,
clan's gone.
that guy. Yes, the mayor. He's he has a female friend over for tea, and
She's blowing on it to cool it down. She's
mhm.
like,
So Jubei actually gets
'cause it's
caught
too
by the
hot.
Rockman. The Rockman basically tunes him, which I like, and
Then he dies
it's
of AIDS.
this is a scene, yes, because of the pro with his interaction with this is so
Kagero,
stupid. Kagero,
her whole system's blood. Or her
right?
whole system blood, everything is poison.
Yes,
Everything.
you can't even kiss her. It's very tragic.
Or, they shared, they passed a joint back and forth, so.
Yes, so he all of a sudden doesn't have the power of rock skin, and Jubei slices him in half like so many more animes that we are to watch and have watched so far. And we find Yoda sitting up there. He starts taunting him, which I liked. It reminds me of a lot of fantasy films from the 80s. There's always that, little weirdo guy.
I'm just gonna call him Grafiki from now on.
Perfect. Grafiki. Now we come across her. I just call her my ex-wife. Looks like her.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. And this is Roy at the stairs.
That actually did happen.
It did.
I'm waiting to see a dentist. See? Oh, good old high def. Ah.
It happened, guys. When you're constantly out fighting crime, these things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And in this scene, I don't remember. Moving along. Oh, right. So Oh,
Her
it's
tattoo changes into snakes.
yes, it is. I'd like to show the rest of it, but she's completely nude. So he fights the demon woman. This flashback scene where he kills his best friend, and now there's a priestess, and
She
yeah,
turns out to have the couve too.
she, yeah, just
She turns out not to be a priestess.
right. This
Yes, that's right.
thing
That's right.
like comes at Jubai, and it's like a snake monster. I wanted to get a shot of the where the other one gets bit by the snake, but is highly inappropriate. And that happens in this scene here, where God Almighty, I'm fucking awful today. But
So am I.
she
It's okay.
yeah she tells her to lose all the snakes, and an extra one seems to slither out of a certain body part and bites her
Out of an orifice.
out of an
Her
orifice.
nostril.
Yeah, well, we're not sure. We doesn't
I think
show
it was her
which
nostril.
could have been anything. Her ear.
There's lots of boogers up there.
And she gets bit by the snake. We see Jubai here trying to get the
Lick
venom
her
out,
because he's a pro.
or
He's
maybe
like,
just we come across our other bad guys here on the bridge. The little Indiana
for
Jones
me.
vibe, right?
A little bit. Yeah.
Bit there, yeah. We get to see the village that's been destroyed by the Couve, and we come across B-Man.
Oh.
That's one of those, like, we're starting to get these here in North America, right?
Murder wasps.
Murder
Murder
Wasp.
hornets.
Yeah, scary stuff. And Kakero?
Kagero.
Kagero? It's closer this time. She seems to have the power of pollinated flowers to keep the bees distracted. I don't know. It's anime. This stuff happens, man. And they're ninjas. They got magic powers. Because
They
that's
have
how real
ninja
ninjas are.
powers.
Yeah. Look at those. Look at those bees. They're evil. And this is where we see Bee Man. Ugh, God, I always hated this scene. It's so gross.
Who's back?
Yeah, he's basically has a. He's the hive in his skin. I don't know. It's disgusting.
I think Naruto got a lot of the ninja skills from this.
Yeah, I think there's some things lifted for sure, but Naruto's a little more lighthearted. This is.
Yes.
Well, Vampire Hunter D. Same thing.
Mhm.
I think there's lifting going on there too because they had that spider guy.
At Mr. Spiders.
Mm-hmm.
I just like this because I like Shinto stuff. And we
Right.
see them hanging out. Forget what he said. I don't need you, whatever. Bye. And her ex-boyfriend or whatever.
Dad.
That's her dad?
That's her
Oh.
dad.
Sorry.
Oh.
Man, well, that makes it way worse.
Yeah.
See, what would we do without this guy? Yeah, but he's like a zombie, and that other dude's like controlling him or whatever. It's weird. And
The Pepper
I-
Queen comes
Pepper-
and attacks.
Gunpowder.
gunpowder, yes. There she is. She's like, I want a divorce. I'm like, no. I'm I'm leaving you, Julian. So we got our cliffhanger scene, just like in Alita. You have to have that scene.
Right. Except he saves her. And
Mhm.
he's like, oh, you feel that in my pants?
Yeah, getting
That's,
close here.
That's my belt. Not.
It's just
Stay away from me.
that's my sword hilt.
Yeah.
And they climb
Even
up the
though-
rope.
He was using his sword in the tree, and there's that guy.
Mr. Blindo, and they're gonna fight. I like this part here where you can see him running towards the sword and the
Blind Weird
reflection
Al.
of the sword. That was cool. Really cool stuff. Lots of
Yeah.
action.
This scene is one of my favorites. The fight between
Mm-hmm.
Kikiro. No, sorry, Jubi and Weird Al here.
Mm-hmm. Definitely good. Absolutely. Like, if you guys want more in depth, like we can do another review individually or something with clips. But this is a live show, So this sounds. I tried to capture this. Fuck man. Excuse me. Fushnikins. Um, this
Who's
this movie moves so quick. Like catching anything is so hard. You go frame by frame. But yeah, this guy's like he's trying to blind Jubei with his sword, and he's dead because Jubei's awesome, and so is Kagero. They're one hell of a team. And we come across this boat. It's boat time, and the Chancellor's there, and he's constipated. I like this scene. I love all the panning and scanning of the animation in this. Like it really brings it to life. It's like there's like parallax scrolling almost in every scene. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And
is the best animation I've seen in an anime since Akira.
nice. So we get
It's almost,
the Yoda character warning them or whatever, and we come across Duplication Man,
it's like,
He also
do not,
shadows.
there's no try.
I think those are shadow clones.
Shadow Clones. Yeah, like in Revenge of Shinobi. But this is where this guy loses a leg. We don't know why.
Because Jubai cuts his leg off.
Right. And I just watched this an hour ago. I forgot this part already. Oh wait.
This is when he tells her how to cure the poison in Jubai.
Right. Right. All right. Back at it. Yeah, he tells Jubei something similar right here.
No, this is where he tells Jubai not to go save her because it's a trap.
Oh, wow. What a dick. But isn't that his plan all along? To get them to hook up? I think it is. This
I
reminds
want
me.
that T-shirt.
This really reminds me of that Clint Eastwood movie where they paint the town red, right?
Is it High Plains Drifter
I think so. And she was going for a medical exam here.
or? Oh man.
I know. So Jubei shows up and he's like, "Oh my god, keep those things to yourself, son of a bitch." And she actually attacks him. She's under the spell of this
Shadow
guy,
clone guy.
Shadow Clone guy. And now we come. What's his name again?
I forget his name.
Keegan?
Kyle?
I don't know.
Daquan?
Something.
Shub-Niggurath?
She's sad here. She's like, Jubei, this is the only way that we can cure your poison.
Because he gets poisoned at the beginning.
Yes, he's poisoned by Yoda.
To make him help.
Mm-hmm. He walks off on her. Leaves her standing there. Now, I actually want to know.
In her wetsuit.
Yes.
She's wearing a white wetsuit.
Okay, guys, let's get serious for a second. Did you respect that move? Yes or no?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Big time. I actually thought he was gonna do it. I'm like, oh man. Like I get it, but
No, he can't do it because he's an honorable man.
nice.
Yes.
So we see the boat here. We gotta move along quick, guys. I'm getting sick. Yeah, load the boat, ninjas. And in comes the
Calvary.
Koga ninja clan that she's from. And the killer. Because
It's not actually them. Spoiler.
Yeah. No. I was actually sad. I was really sad about that. Jubei flips out, kills all the ninjas, and then gets caught by the Queen of
Queen.
Demons. Yes. Who
He gets
we
blown up by her
Yes.
Blown up by the Pepper Queen.
because she's mad at him because he wouldn't sleep with her.
Well, you know what they say, don't chase those kind of guys around. Oh, you hear that? X. You look just like her. And she did that too.
What, blew your shit up?
No. chased after guys that were like that dude. Anyhow,
Oh.
she's dead. It was sad. I was sad. And we get this scene right out of Conan. This is straight out of Conan, guys.
Ties the headband on and goes to war.
That's it. Oh, we get a little our exposition with the bad guy and the other ninja dude.
The whole plot gets revealed, and then he's like, fuck it. I'm going to
Yeah.
be the big bad now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Too
that was
bad.
really cool.
So did I. Whew. Yeah, sorry, we're not feeling too good. Just gonna power through this real quick, and we're gonna have to end this early. Sorry, bro. Bros, not our best performance, but yeah. So, Mac's wife here, what
She
the
gets
hell was
peed
she?
on.
She got
Right,
covered in oil and
oil.
put out the candle the old man had, and she's like, "Was that your plan?" In
Right,
enters Jubai.
yeah. He's like, good enough or something. Lights are on fire. She blows up. The ship starts blowing up. This guy's angry about it. He goes down to fight Jubai. I'll see you in hell. Was that your plan? Something like that.
He kind of looks like Matt LeBlanc.
A little bit.
I think his line here was, "Did you come down here because I sent you to hell once and you missed it?"
Yeah, something cool like that.
Oh. And he
Oh,
also
God.
said, I thought rats fled a sinking ship.
Mm, cool.
I don't
Taunting
think
him.
the guy he's fighting was actually his best friend. The guy he's fighting brainwashed his best friend, and he had to kill his best friend and the rest of his clan.
Right. So this scene here, he actually breaks Jubai's arm. That was
Mhm.
brutal.
His sword arm. Jubai
He's-
gets his ass kicked.
Big time. But he has that string on the sword, right? And slice. Slice and
Good.
dice, people. And this is that
The
famous,
headbutt scene.
famous headbutt scene. You'll never, once you see that, you'll never unsee it.
What's
And
that
there was-
after? Like headbutt one?
That's
No, this
he
is
comes
after he
back.
comes back to life.
Oh,
Mhm.
you should have done like a frame by frame
Too violent.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
No
Damn
can
it.
do. So the ship gets blown up. Jubai, the usual half slicing. Throws him in the molten gold. Guy still comes out, like burning his leg. And that's that. He's like, we did it. Yep. Until next time, Jubai. Bye.
Oh, one more thing. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya. Boop. Yeah.
Basically, that's basically what happens.
Adios, sayonara.
All right. Real quick. Would you recommend it?
Yeah.
Would you watch it again?
I think I'd do the same thing I did and wait a long time because it was basically like I'd never watched it before.
Nice. Would you change anything?
I can't really say I would because I'm not an artist and this is all
Mhm.
animated film, so.
And your stairs.
I think I can only give this one about 173.
Wow.
Only.
Good rating. Good one. All right, dude. Let's get to it. Would you recommend it?
No.
Hmm.
Unless the person I was talking to was into anime, in which case they've already seen it. I don't know. To me, this is like an anime film for anime fans. I don't think somebody who didn't watch anime would enjoy it unless they liked excessive amounts of violence. In which case, I would recommend it.
So based on the person.
Yeah, pretty much
Would you watch
everything I watch.
Would you watch it again?
In a few years.
Cool. And what would you do different?
nothing. I mean, I want to say it's a masterpiece, but it's a masterpiece for what it is. It's a little bit excessively gory and violent,
Right.
but I feel like the gore and the violence and everything was there. It's actually part of the story. It's not like they were seeing how far they could push it or trying to do it for shock value. They're just telling this story about a brutal reality that this one character, that was his life, and
Mm-hmm.
that's probably what it would be like if you had superpowered ninjas. And it seems like everybody has their own gimmick. We
Right.
got Bee Man and Pepper Girl, and like there's not a single ninja except for the main guy without like a gimmick that they just do this thing.
And how many stairs are you going to give this guy?
I'm gonna give it 160. It's a little violent for my tastes. I don't mind violence, but
Little much. Okay.
a little much.
All right.
What year was the movie that Kill Bill stole the sword scene where she's wearing the yellow suit?
1998.
All right, so
Yeah, if you think this is bad, let's wait till we watch that.
the 90s were just a series of violent, gory action movies. So the anime was as well.
Right.
Mhm.
It's just a product of the 90s in my mind.
Probably.
All right. I'm going to be
Yeah,
very
actually,
quick.
it was.
Very quick. Would I recommend it? Yes. Would I watch it again? Yes. Probably in a couple of years, though. Seen it. Yeah. It's a favorite. That's for sure. I own it. I don't know what I'd do differently. I love the story. It takes, a little bit of spaghetti western, a little bit of Conan, a little bit of it's your 3 act arc of a hero. I like it. I would personally think it's a shame that she died. It sucked. The rest of it, absolutely loved it, and I'm gonna give it 170 out of 200 stairs. That's my rating. And sorry, I gotta cut this short, guys. I was actually gonna cancel tonight because I'm not feeling very well, but you know what? The show must go on. So,
God
Yeah.
damn it!
With that in mind, you can't break this human spirit, and I do love you all. Have a good night, guys.
It's a fucking cable.